Hey, good morning, everybody. Zach here with Southern Loon Retrievers, and welcome to Fury's Life. This is going to be week number 2, and this is going to be part 2 of Introduction to Gunfire for Fury. And this is going to be the heavy hitter episode, more so just because we're using louder rounds, louder shells, louder blanks. What we're going to be using today is the step up from the poppers. This is going to be the Kent Pro Trial field blanks, okay? They're a little bit louder, actually a lot louder. It's pretty much the closest thing you can get to shooting a live shell. Awesome shell, really awesome shell. Not a lot of a recoil at all. It is awesome if you are trying to replicate for a puppy at this age. As he's trying to climb up here, trying to replicate the real thing. So highly recommended. Kent cartridge, can't get any better. So we're gonna be firing a couple of those, not too many because they are very loud, and we don't want to burn our pup out. If we have good repetitions with this, we want to stay on our momentum. We want to keep that going. There have been circumstances with Introduction to Gunfire where, and I've experienced this firsthand in seeing it, where a pup will be doing well, especially in this stage, the heavy hitter stage, where they'll be doing so well with part 1 with the poppers, and they'll get to part 2 with the blanks themselves. And, you know, they'll maybe do, say their magic number is 5. They'll get to, 5, and then the trainer will say, all right, let's just throw one more in there for old time's sake. And that 6th shot, that 6th shell, for some reason, I don't know why, just dogs rule, that pup will just freak out. It's just one too many for whatever reason, and that is just it. So we're gonna stick with, let's say, between 4 and 5 today. Okay, that's usually what I always feel comfortable with sticking with for the first day. Okay, if we have to do another one, we will, but for now we're gonna go and we're gonna judge it on how our pup reacts to this session. If our pup is seeing, they're very confident, if Fury's really confident at 3 and we think we can do 4, we'll do 4. But if we get to 4 and he's seeming a little iffy, we're gonna stop right there, throw him a fun bump. Okay, so we're gonna be good to go. All right, guys, let's get Hunter out. Let's get going. All right, guys, so we got our pups out there. They're rocking and rolling. Here comes crazy number 1. We're pretty much just gonna keep them out there. What we're also gonna do is we're gonna introduce them to some of the whistle sounds that we use at training. Go ahead, get out there, go ahead, play. While we shoot, they've already been exposed to it, Go play, go play, go play, go ahead. And we're just gonna do some shooting. Good dogs, good pups. Good doggos, good boy, good girl. Good pups. Give it, good dogs, good doggos, good pups. All right, let's try it again. They did very good on that one. Fury, Hunter, what's these? Oh, what's these? Oh, what's these? Oh, what's these? Oh. Go get it. Try it again. Good dogs. As you can see, they're not really fazed by it. Good doggos. Who is that? Who is that? Fetch it up. Good dog. Good dog. Good dogs. All right. Good pups. Up, 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 up. We can see the difference between the Kent Pro Trials and the poppers. Night and day, all day long, okay? That was the low pressure method. I know when you guys see the film, You're gonna think, okay, what's the difference between the low pressure method versus the high pressure method? High pressure method is simply when you would stake your pup out, you put a slip lead on your pup, stake him out or her out on a your basic, chain gang or any kind of stake for that matter. Stake them out so they can't go anywhere, even for the toughest pullers, okay? What you're gonna do then is, I always like to use the football field method, 100 yards, which is about up to that little hill over there. Start there, okay? Once that point is reached, go get busy. Once you're at the 100 yard mark, take your shotgun, okay? And this is with both methods, poppers and field blanks. Take your shotgun, and if you guys are the pup facing me, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be facing that way, okay? Or excuse me, my weapon's gonna be oriented that way, just like so. And I'm gonna be making sure that everything behind me is clear, even though they're blanks. I'm gonna take it off safe, and I'm gonna shoot that way, okay? The point being is, if we're using the high pressure method, that means that the pup is already in a state of not fear, but they're having issues with the noise, okay? So we have to take care with how we go and approach this. Now what we do then, and we use a not considerable more amount of ammunition, good girl, but we're gonna use more than what we did when you guys saw us. Good girl, you're free. Good boy, Fury, good boy, good come, good boy. Work in 5s or 10s in terms of yards. So move up 5 yards, shore the weapon in the same direction, do it again. The whole point here is you're moving up in increments of 5 or 10 yards, and you need to keep an eye on your pup the entire time. When I do it sometimes, I'll bring my binos, my chest harness. I'll let them hang, and I'll keep an eye on my pup. Or I'll have someone, I'll park my truck behind the stakeout where the pup's sitting, and I'll have them watch, because sometimes you can't see a pup if they're shaking from that far away. Granted, sometimes it's maybe the winter time and it's colder out, but you need to keep an eye on them, okay? You need to watch how their demeanor is. You need to watch how they are. You need to pay attention to your pup. Sit. Stay. And that's the biggest thing. So as you guys get closer, if you can make it to, say the 70 yard mark, if we're just working, in 100 yards, versus the 50, that's awesome if you can make it to that point. Now, let's say you can make it after 2 sessions all the way up to your pup. That's awesome. What you want to do when you finally make it to the heel position or right up to your pup, you don't want to stand right in front of your pup and fire off a blank. That's when you want to get into your normal firing position, at the heel, as if you're going to be come on, pup, as if you're going to be working the pup. So that means the pup is at your left or your right, whichever way you want to heel, and you're actually orienting. So the pup's over here, you're orienting in the direction as if you're going to be at a test or hunting. That's when you have to watch the pup, okay? Obviously, there's nothing in your weapon shot-wise. You have a shell in there, it's a blank. So pretty much what I always like to do is just kind of get in the rhythm of orienting the weapon, still downrange, but it's at a high ready, okay? At that point, what you're gonna do is pretty much, you can manipulate the weapon at that point. You can work everything on that. All you're doing is looking down at the pup and watching the pup, watching how it reacts to the metallic clicks, how the weapon manipulates, all the sounds of it, okay? If it jerks when it makes the metallic click, okay, pups will do that, okay? And that's an experience thing. Even some of the most experienced dogs in the beginning make that twitch when they hear they'll do that. They get jumpy, okay? It comes with time. Just keep doing reps. That's the only way you're gonna get your pup calmer on the line. It's the only way you're gonna be able to break a pup that may be shot shy, okay? And this is a great time for me to explain the difference here. There's gun shy and there's shot shy, okay? Gun shy is exactly that. It's anytime you bring out the weapon itself, the weapon system, that pup is gone for the hills, all right? It's the object itself, okay, that's afraid of. The shot, let's put it this way, you haven't even gotten to that point, okay? It's the object itself. Shot shy is just the opposite. It's the weapon doesn't even matter, okay? You've gotten that out, it's on the stand, you can manipulate all you want, you could have lunch on it. Good pups. It's when the shot goes off that has startled it. And this is when in part one, I mentioned, this is when a lot of people ask the question, how do I fix this? It's usually when it's too late because they think, okay, this is how I train a pup to be used to shooting. I just shoot it next to the dog. No, that's how a lot of pups get ruined, how they get shot shy, okay? And that's usually when they contact me and say, hey, I think I messed up my dog. It's because I usually shot it right next to a puppy's ear, okay? And now that puppy's scared. So this is how it gets fixed, or how you should acclimate it and expose it to gunfire. So know the difference and know how to expose it to both, okay? And know how to tell the difference if you are with a friend or you see this, okay? And explain it to them, because you hate seeing it, you really do, because you want to see good gun dogs out there, and it's really hard seeing a pup that's like that. So I'm on a rant, but nonetheless, you should know the difference, okay, guys? It can be and should be an easy process. Just take your time and don't make it hard on yourself, okay? Everyone gets nervous. I get nervous every time. It's at the stage, guys, where if you think you're messing up, you're doing it right. Every single trainer, no matter how experienced, no matter how long they've been in the industry, you still get the goosebumps, okay? I got them coming over here today. I was like, man, is this puppy all right? Like, am I doing this right? I've trained so many dogs. You're on the right track, all right? Keep your head low, keep the confidence high, and always, guys, always ending on a good note. Thanks for watching. What's this? You're free. Come on, go get it. Go get it, Papa. Go get it. Where's your bird at, Papa? Where you get it? Go get it. Come on, Papa. Come on, good job. I took out your bird. Oh, there you go.